said, and my brother, is going to give the next speech, and he was not planning on giving the speech, so he came up off the fly and spoke for us.
Well, that's why I asked. I'm not going to call anyone that has to be called.
Some people long for a life that is simple and grand, tied with a ribbon. Some people won't sail the sea, 'cause they're safer on land. To follow what's written, but I've overlooked
All right. Everyone, please have a seat. Hello. Welcome, everyone. I am Casey, Summer's older brother, and it is an indescribable honor to officiate and bring together Jake and Summer today. For those of you that know Summer, you know that you will not find a more determined, a more loving, or more loyal person out there. For those of you that know Jake, you know you will not find a kinder, more giving, more disciplined person out there. I want to start by expressing Summer and Jake's deep gratitude for everyone gathered here today. To Doug and Catherine, or Mom and Dad, as I call them, thank you for opening up your home for everyone and for all the time you've spent trying to make this special day come together. To the Ryder family, I think I speak for everyone when I say it is a tremendous honor to have your family here with us to celebrate this union. Your support of Summer and Jake from day one has been such a blessing. In fact, when talking with Jake about Summer and his love story, he noted that within a week of Lori getting to know Summer, she predicted that they would be married. Well, she was right. The relationship of Summer and Jake is special, and I want to take a moment to walk down memory lane about where this love first blossomed. Summer and Jake met in junior year of high school. It's fitting that Jake's first interaction in this saga was helping out Summer's friends. For those of you that know Jake, you know he is literally the most helpful person you will meet. When I asked Summer if she found Jake intimidating when she first met him, he was after all 6'2" and built like a linebacker, she told me, not at all, he's a big teddy bear. He had a reputation for being the nicest guy around. Jake, on the other hand, when I asked him about his first impression of Summer, said, and I quote, I was intimidated. He went on to say, Summer was good at everything, smartest girl around, the super athlete. I think I concur that Summer and Jake's initial impressions were both pretty spot on. Well, the two of them struck it off and were close almost immediately. When Jake first met the Hill family, he said he was a little bit nervous. He had heard stories of Doug's pranks and wasn't sure what to expect. When he met Doug, though, he said he immediately knew this guy was going to be awesome. Instead of pulling a prank on Jake, Doug actually teamed up with Jake and pulled a prank on Summer during their first visit. Doug told Summer he needed to have a serious conversation with Jake, then pulled him outside where they proceeded to joke around and have a grand old time while Summer sweated it out for the next 10 minutes. Classic dad. Everyone in the Hill family loved Jake immediately. He treated Summer like a complete gentleman and was always patient, kind, and supportive. When you see a guy offering to help with dishes early on, that's a good sign. But when you see someone hop up and just do them 3 years later into the relationship, you know you have a winner. When Summer first met Jake's family, she talked about how loving and supportive they were. She said she loved to play rummy with everyone, watch movies, and told me how fun it was cooking with Lori. They just made me feel like family, Summer told me. And to me, that is the greatest gift someone can give. And so Summer and Jake grew closer over the years and had many adventures together, with their senior year culminating in them being homecoming king and queen. And then there came one of the big tests for young love, graduating high school and moving apart. Summer went off to UCI, and Jake stayed on the mountain commuting to Chaffey College. Both Summer and Jake described this year as the toughest one they had. Every couple, no matter how strong, will face these testing periods. But it was because of communication and openness that they were able to weather the storm. Summer told me getting to grow up together meant that Jake and I had always been teammates. And so we always turned to each other first when we were struggling, because we were both each other's best friends. And with that reinforced foundation, they continued on their journey. It was on a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Oregon that Jake told me, I looked over at Summer in the tent we were camping in, and I just knew, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. Summer felt the same way. And now we are all here today, celebrating this amazing union. I can tell you, I know a lot of couples, and what Summer and Jake have is truly special. Some people in this life are just meant to be. And although I have never been one to use the word soulmates, if anyone earns that title, it is Summer and Jake. And now I want to take a moment to give some advice to these newlyweds. Although my credentials are not as impressive as our parents and grandparents here today, Lindsay and I have been together for 10 years, so I think I've learned a few things. First, remember that falling in love is a feeling, but staying in love is a choice. It is a series of small choices you'll make each day. Choices to spend time together, to listen openly, to forgive, to learn from each other, and to grow together. One of the things that I have always deeply admired about you two is how positive and supportive you both are of each other. Both of you constantly heap praise on the other, and both of you have made tremendous personal progress together as a team. Keep that positivity through good and bad. Always have each other's backs, even when times are hard. I'm going to channel my dad here when I say always try and give 60% in the relationship. In reality, at any given point in time, there's rarely a perfect 50-50. Strive to be the one who goes above and beyond for your partner, and it will not go unnoticed. Next, love each other and accept each other for who you each are. It is important to always be growing and improving, but it is equally important to recognize that in a marriage, it is not about molding a person to who you want them to be, but rather accepting them for who they are, the good and the bad. Finally, enjoy the journey. So many people say they will just be happy if they had that job, or that house, or that next thing. Instead, learn to fall in love again each day, and to rejoice in the reality that as long as you have each other, life will be magic. And with that, it's time to move to the good part, the part we've all been waiting for, the vows. Summer and Jake have both prepared vows for today. Jake, would you like to kick things off?
Sure, Case. It's unbelievable that I get the chance to promise myself to the person I consider my greatest friend. I'm still trying to wrap my hand around the fact that a regular guy like me could have dreamed or even convinced an amazing woman like you to be my girlfriend. So I'd like to say thank you for saying yes to my very awkwardly written letter I left on your front porch 6 years ago. I would also like to thank you for agreeing to marry me, because I am by far getting the better end of this deal today. Because when I look at you, not only do I see the most beautiful, intelligent, and driven women in this universe, I see my amazing future that lies ahead of me. I look at you and I'm home. Summer, I promise to always be there through every hardship and every phase of life. I promise to pretend that I'm okay with taking care of spiders, even though I'm equally as terrified. I promise to always be your hand and foot warmer, and to share my popcorn. I promise to love you unconditionally for the rest of my life, and then some. And I promise to be the best partner one can be. I'm just so excited for the life that lies out in front of us. I love you to the moon and back. You will forever be my person.
Summer, do you accept these vows?
I do.
Now we have Summer's prepared vows.
Jake. Growing up, I was never the girl that dreamed about her wedding day. I had no plans or vision. But once I met you and we fell in love, all of that changed. After we had been dating for a few years, I found myself making endless Pinterest boards of what I wanted our wedding day to look like. And it's crazy to me that the day is finally here. When the world began to go crazy this year and a global pandemic struck, I realized no matter how much I tried to plan, I truly had no control. And it was you who taught me how to be okay with the uncertainty and even embrace it. Although today isn't what we had originally planned, I could not be more excited to marry you in front of some of our closest family and friends. Falling for you so young is easily the best thing that has ever happened to me, and somehow I fall a little more in love with you each day. When I first met you, I was instantly drawn to your big heart and how you could make me laugh with all your ridiculous jokes. The way that you care for and help others is unlike anyone else I have ever met. You're goofy and full of energy, and you make me feel special, cared for, and safe, even when we are a little lost, running out of gas in the middle of nowhere. Every day with you is my favorite adventure. Whether it's simply going to Trader Joe's, or we are climbing up a mountain, you make all things in life, ordinary and extraordinary, exciting and fun. You are truly the sunshine of my life, and I love that you are able to find positivity in every situation. I love that you don't just look at the bright side, but you live on it. You're constantly inspiring me to be better, work harder, and dream bigger. In this crazy life, I want to promise you a few things. I promise to always be your greatest supporter, no matter how crazy your dream is. I promise to lift you up when times are hard and cheer you on when things are going your way. I promise to always stand by you in good times and in bad, during our highest highs and our lowest lows. I promise to give you back scratches frequently, so long as you let me put my cold hands and feet on you to warm up. I promise to do my best to make you laugh and be your sunshine in the way that you are mine. I promise to always remember we are on the same team when facing disagreements, and to never go to sleep angry. I promise to never stop dating you, and to always leave you the last strawberry, or at least most of the time. I promise to do my best to push you outside your comfort zone and encourage you to push your limits. I promise to always be your adventure buddy and to travel the world with you. I don't know what this life will bring or what challenges we will face, but I do know that we will face them together as we always have, as the A-Team, which is why I know we will always be okay. Whenever we face anything big, we always say, I'll love you no matter what. So I'll tell you today, like always, I'll love you no matter what for the rest of my days.
Jake, do you accept these vows?
Definitely.
Okay, this is the point in the ceremony where we usually talk about the wedding bands being a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. But we all know that these rings do have a beginning. Rock is dug up from the earth. Metal is liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees, then molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful is made from raw elements. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings made by imperfect beings. It's the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. Bride and groom. Oh, sorry. Jake! Place this ring on Summer's finger and repeat after me. Whoa, sorry. Maybe not. Hand that over to you.
It's my turn.
I give you this ring as a visible and constant symbol of my promise to be with you as long as I live.
Oh my god, I'm so lost right now.
It's okay, it was me. It was me. I fumbled the lines for you. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a visible and constant symbol
as a visible and constant symbol
of my promise to be with you
as my promise to be with you
as long as I live.
as long as I live.
Summer, place this ring on Jake's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a visible and constant symbol
as a visible and constant symbol
of my promise to be with you
of my promise to be with you
as long as I live.
as long as I live.
Having pledged their vows to one another, to love and support and uplift one another, in the presence of this gathering and by the authority vested in me by the state of California, it is my honor to now pronounce you husband and wife. Jake, you may now kiss your bride. Now introducing for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Ryder. Everyone stick around for pictures.
Good job. You did a great job. I said everything I was going to say, so it's like.
You're an awesome duo.
You too, Dad. Oh, and you too, Dad.